Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Well, as you see, we've made it back, and didn't expect this, but
I didn't either.
back-to-back videos should go out Christmas Day. So
That's right.
Merry Christmas to everybody. As you see,
This
we got
is our Christmas special.
and so yeah, we're actually just gonna come in, decide to do this now, drop it on Christmas, hopefully,
If everything goes to plan.
and kind of finish out the build process on the
And the year, possibly.
and year. Maybe our last video of the year, don't know. But
Oh, that'd be a good clickbait. Our last video ever.
this is going to be part 3 of the 85 tan and brown truck you've been seeing right behind us here.
us as well.
And so we're going to wrap it up tonight in here and kind of just go over what we've left out of the last video, because we didn't show any of the inside. Ran short on time on that truck. We'll get into that here in a second, but explain why. But we cut it very close on that truck.
Very close.
For what we were doing with it. Or what,
I'll say that's the closest we've ever been to missing a deadline.
yeah. Flashback this summer. I'd say around 1st of June, something like that. We started on this truck. That's when the first 2 videos were done, around that time. And so tore the truck apart. It wasn't running right to begin with, really. So we had the carburetor problems, stuff like that. Radiator, had to get the air working on it, just odd and end stuff under the hood there.
Yeah.
And so got all that stuff straightened out. Was going to re-lower the truck, as you've seen in the earlier videos. Lowered it a couple more inches all the way around. Swapped the wheels and tires with the Detroit steel wheels. I also had to put a gas tank on it.
Yeah.
Just little stuff here and there. And then was going to buff the truck, as you've seen just the last video. Complete buff on the whole thing. And then came down to the interior.
That's really that's as far as y'all have seen so far.
Yeah, that's as far as we got to. I think the end of the last video was us finishing buffing it, and so we didn't show anything after that. Kind of got cut short, and that's really
that was what, 4 days before we had to leave.
That was yeah, around July 4th.
Yeah.
4th, 5th, something like that.
And we was trying to make it to Southeastern Truck Nationals, which was July 8th and 9th, I believe.
Yeah,
so
I don't remember what day exactly.
Yeah,
it
we was
somewhere
running very short on time. One moment.
It was 8th.
Okay, so it was July 8th and 9th, and like I said, we had the truck buffed, and that was it. 4 days, and it was reassemble everything and put the interior in.
Yeah, so
And paint all the interior, which sounds easy, because of course it was, but yeah, it come down to the last minute.
yeah, it was literally day before. We left out on a Thursday and
At lunch.
and that Wednesday none of the interior was inside. We'll throw
Wednesday morning.
we'll
the
throw
whole-
a picture up. I think the picture all it
Yeah.
had the sound at, and then we just put
Yeah.
the floor, and so
And we done that Wednesday morning.
yeah.
So, yeah, Wednesday just all day putting the interior in.
Yeah, and
getting everything fit right and all that.
we had everything painted. We just had it sitting there, had to put everything
Yeah.
in. So, and it was completely gutted. Everything you could take out of there except the instrument cluster itself
Yeah.
there. So everything was out of it.
We had to hang the rear bumper on it too,
Yeah.
and tighten all our leaf spring bolts, check everything like that. And yeah, Wednesday night about what, 10 o'clock, we got our first test drive on it being lowered.
Yeah.
So that was
And with the engine stuff we done.
Yeah.
So
that was fun, I guess you'd say. About what, 50-ish mile
somewhere
test
around
drive,
50 miles.
and then we thought it'd be a great idea to go to Nashville.
Yeah.
So-
Which is about 3 hours from us here.
Yeah.
Which when we went up though, it actually ended up being probably closer to 4 to 5.
Yeah.
We got kind of held up in the group we were in, so had some small detours. So
Yeah. Very.
anyway,
So yeah, the truck made it to Nashville, good. Made it back fine as well.
yeah, that's just kind of a quick rundown of why it was. It seemed like it may have been kind of cut short on our last video, like it was buffed and then that was it.
Because that's exactly how it was.
Yeah, we were fully planning on
Yes.
filming the complete inside because
Our plan was actually to edit it and upload it while we were in Nashville, but that just didn't work. Because if you plan on doing something that takes 3 hours, it's going to take twice as long when you got a camera in front of you. So,
and
if we was filming all the interior, there would have been no way we would have got it done.
yeah,
So we just made a decision.
we made the decision just we had to just do it to get there instead of trying to film it. So
And this will probably be better than us trying to rush it and film it there.
yeah, yep. So with that, we're gonna get into it. We'll kind of give I guess we'll go back over just a quick rundown of everything on it.
In case you haven't watched our first 2 videos, which you definitely should.
Yeah. Especially the buffing. The buffing helped that truck a whole lot. So we'll get over here and just kind of wrap it up, go over everything we done, and kind of end this little build series on this truck and start the next one. So we'll get with it. Like you said, didn't see our other 2 videos. This is an 85 Silverado, two-tone tan and brown ZY6 color option here with this version of the two-tone.
Well, it started out, it was a little bit higher than this and a whole lot more dull.
Very dull. So, like we mentioned, we buffed the whole thing, brought the paint out.
This is my favorite question about this truck. Favorite comment, everything, is what kind of clear is that? How long's it been cleared? Or anything like that. Oh, I just love it.
Which, it's not been cleared, it's been buffed, but...
Because if you don't believe us, watch that last video.
Yeah, we've had several people tell us that it wasn't buffed, but...
Yeah.
You know, go watch the video.
Yeah.
Dropped it a couple more inches. It had a set of US Mag Ramblers on it, the gray ones. We took those off, put these Detroit steel wheels on it, which were not originally intended to go on this truck. It kind of just happened. And
I'm glad they're on here.
They fit this truck, I think, very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically a quick rundown. If you want to know more in depth, go watch the other couple videos on it. Because this was mainly, we're going to talk about the inside. That's what we left out of the last video. And so, like we mentioned, the complete inside we done. Had the seat recovered, just factory seat cover back on it. Carpet, dash pad, instrument cluster piece, all the vents, the trim up here, door panels,
horn button,
horn
everything.
button. And I mean everything, lower door carpets, everything on it. Pretty
Kick
much
panels.
inside that you could do or paint, we did. Also recover the headliner.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and this is, this is what we wasn't able to film. We done it. I mean, had to do it so quick. I mean, it was done right. It just wasn't,
just
did
in
not
record
have
time
to mess with the camera during that time. So.
But yeah, and in addition to the inside, we also mentioned we was gonna put a windshield in it, which
we did put a windshield in. I think it was after the show.
It was after the show.
We tried to before, but didn't make it in time. So.
And with the windshield, had to go ahead.
Yeah, I think we did say we wasn't going to put a flat back glass in here, but
but things just escalate quickly around here,
we
and
couldn't hold ourselves to do it, so we had to put the flat in it.
Yeah, which
and so
does clean up the back of this cab right here, especially with that brown. Makes it flow pretty good.
It does.
Got the rear bumper on there, which you can see.
She's a little tight back
here.
But, it'd be all right. It's a Holly bumper.
Yeah, which is
that's an AMD bumper on there.
Yeah. Holly bumpers hard to come by.
Hard to come by these days. So
especially at the time of this build. To put this in reference, I ordered a Holly bumper in June, middle of June or early June actually.
Yeah, early June.
For this truck. I got it last week.
Yeah.
So
last week being December.
Yeah.
mid December.
Yeah. So, yeah, the wait time, which of course I'm sure it's not their fault. So don't blame Holly, but it's just how things is these days.
No, we done new tail lights, marker lights, wheel open moldings.
Yeah.
And
hood emblem and grill emblem. And while we're here, you won't just go ahead and tell wheel tire specs, because I'm sure somebody's going to comment.
I meant to mention that earlier, but these are Detroit steel Del Reys, which they're made to, copy a rally wheel, so. And
they do a good job at it too.
Yeah. Front's 20 by 9. So we got two 55/45 up front, and the back is a 20 by 11.
Which that's all she wants.
5.5 back spacing with a 295/40/20.
Yeah.
So it's, and we mentioned in the other videos, that's all this truck pretty much can handle. And as far as wheel and tire without doing anything to rear end stock. I mean, we should have got a 5-inch back spacing, but we went to 5.5.
You can probably fit a 12, but the back spacing is we almost shot ourselves in the foot with the back spacing there. So
that's the only thing we would change in this. If we went back, we would have done a 5-inch back space in the back, but it's all good, we've got 2 road trips on this truck now and had
zero problems out of this wheel tire setup. And let me just tell you, I don't know if it's the Detroit steel wheels or if it's these Continental tires, but when we was on our way to Nashville with this tan truck and the old K5 here, shout out to 840 Bridges. They was doing some road construction and we hit a bridge step up. They had the asphalt grooved and all that. And the K5 did fall victim to a bent wheel. Not too bad.
We still drove it up there.
Still drove it up there around. It done fine. Didn't leak or anything like that. But we was in a group of what, 30?
Probably 30.
30 trucks, and say what, about 15 come out with bent wheels.
Probably bent, scratched, scuffed somewhere through there.
But I'm telling you, these Detroit steels, they didn't budge an inch, move nothing, no shake. I mean, shimmy, nothing.
Yeah.
You could hold, the steering wheel would hold itself straight in the road. It did knock my speedometer peg off of my gauge cluster driving it up there, if that tells you. And pop my vents out of the dash too.
It was at least probably a 6 to 8 inch, step up.
Oh, which that don't sound bad, but
you hit it at
70 miles an hour.
With a lowered vehicle.
Yeah, that's not too fun.
No.
But it survived without any damage other than the speedometer peg that I am still mad about. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, we also went ahead and put a new lower valence on the front too.
Yeah. That really is about as much as we can say for this truck, for what we've done to it. And this video, I know it wasn't that big of an update on it, just kind of ending this little build series off on this truck and starting the next one up, so kind of just not to keep everybody just stranded out.
Yeah, it's hung out in the wind, because we are kind of bad about that.
Yeah, we're getting better with it. So we're working on it, and we've had almost a full year now of doing YouTube regularly.
Yeah, a little bit over 11, about 11 months now, something like that.
I think it was the end of January we started back, like consistently.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be working on that this next year.
That's our main goal, is to get more consistent. We've got the content. We just have to find time to make it and publish it and put it out. Because everybody has all the time in the world, of course.
Yeah. So, that's going to wrap. That's going to wrap this truck up.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead while we're here. We've got quite a big update on another truck.
One of the staples of the channel. I mean, one of our favorite trucks.
Hadn't been able to drive this truck pretty much the last year. Kind of gave us problems, but they're getting worked out now, and so.
And big changes coming up this next year.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff coming this next year. We've got projects on projects sitting out here, and we keep, we got them stacked up out here. You say, I ain't gonna buy another project, and something comes up.
Well, that one you can't pass up.
You know, and you know, they end up coming here. So.
Yeah, and never leaving.
We're working on that. So we're not gonna get into this much. We're just gonna. I don't even want to show them.
I don't either. Just stand next to it.
Stand next.
Well, don't. Yeah, just stay right there. You can kind of. Oh. You can tell what truck it is. If you're a private investigator or anything like that. It's not the yellow truck.
It's the one to my left here. You're right, my left.
Oh.
That's all. Could you get enough of it?
Well, I may got too much, actually.
It's fine. Anyway, that truck video will be coming on it.
Hopefully pretty soon.
Hopefully within the next month, that thing will come out. Because then it will be leaving us.
You've done said too much. Just shut up. Don't even talk like that. Just might as well throw it in there. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers.
We are.
I don't want to beg for subscribers, but I'm kind of begging for subscribers. I'm just kidding. We said when we started back that we would like to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Saying we'd be surprised if we did.
Yeah.
And here we are. Getting close to the end of the year.
70 something.
70 to 80 away.
Yeah, don't know.
So, who knows? We may have already hit it by the time this goes out, but probably not.
Yeah. So with that, let's go wrap this video up and
our Christmas special.
Yeah, if you want to call it that, you know, we tried. You know, this is the only.
It's better than nothing.
It was the only form of Christmas tree we had up here. We did plan to do something with this K5, put a Christmas tree on top of it. Didn't work out.
But like we said last year, maybe next year.
Maybe next year. You know, you never know. So we are going to work on that next year. So,
yeah.
Yeah, like that. We're going to wrap this up, and like we said, hope everybody has a Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.
We got a lot of truck stuff coming, so
a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, a lot to look forward to. We've already got next year
planned out, I guess you could say.
You can't plan. We've got
a few projects we'd like to get done next year.
Yeah, start on, you know, resume. Probably the yellow truck behind us.
Yeah, and probably more projects that's going to get neglected, like the yellow truck behind us.
You know, may get this red 87 painted next year.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. So we appreciate everybody watching. We're going to be more consistent on videos. We have been, I think. So.
Yeah, back to back.
We're going to keep them coming for next year. Hopefully everything works out, and so we're going to keep doing this, see where it goes and what happens, and so
yeah, who knows, sky's the limit.
Yeah, so we're going to end this one off, and we'll see you in the next one.